a facilitator is different from a teacher. So what distinguishes a facilitator from a teacher is the technique, the style that they use for different activities and the use of different communication processes. So the techniques here is the style that they use. Facilitators will use different style that brings different outcomes, and it enables extensionists to do things in a different way that helps them to get different results. With facilitation, we talk about the process. At the end of the day, it's not what extensionists do, it's how they do it that helps to bring a different outcomes. It is important for extensionists to understand that how they do things is what matters most at the end of the day than what they do. Hence, understanding the different techniques will actually help them to achieve different results. One of the examples that I can use as a technique is the art of questioning. When you facilitate, you talk, you communicate with people. And as a facilitator, you don't tell people what to do, but you ask questions. You ask questions, you enable people to think. And the manner in which you ask questions becomes very critical. And this is what we call the art of questioning. A facilitator needs to understand that there are different questions. You've got open-ended questions. You've got, closed-ended questions. You've got circular questions. And all these different questions will lead you to different outcomes. So the art of using these different questions becomes very critical. On top of just asking questions, a facilitator needs to be able to probe. When you ask a question and you think that the answer or the response to that question does not dig deeper, then you probe. And how you probe to dig deeper for people to understand the topic that is being discussed, but also for people to self-reflect becomes very critical. So that is one of the techniques that one can talk about. Secondly, we talk about the technique of process observation. When you are a facilitator, you need to be able to observe the group dynamics. You observe the processes. That is a skill that we learn. That is a technique that you learn. The more you understand process observation, it enables you as a facilitator to either slow down the process, or you pick it up, or you bring in different things that make sure that the momentum is kept. So that is one of them, the technique that we use. Another technique that is very important in facilitation for development is visualization. People learn better when they see things. As a facilitator, you need to be able to visualize. When you are engaging people, you can visualize the outcomes, you visualize what people are discussing about, but also you can visualize in order to explain, different concepts that are complex. When it's visualized, it becomes better.